let me show you how to size an image for Facebook. So this is my master file. You can see I've got a bunch of layers here, and it is the original size that came out of my camera. For Facebook, we want the file to be 2048 pixels on the longest side at a DPI or PPI of 72. So let's come over here to image, and we're going to go to image size. And in here, you want to make sure that this is set to pixels. It might be at inches, but we're going to choose pixels. And we're going to start down here by going 72 for our resolution. And then we're going to type in with our width, because that's our longest side on this image, 2048. And the height will automatically change with the width because I have this link turned on right here. You want that turned on. That way everything will stay in proportion. Things won't look skewed and fat or short and skinny. So make sure that that link is turned on. I also have Resample turned on, and that keeps the resolution separate from the height and width. If Resample were turned off, the height, width, and resolution would all be connected, and it wouldn't work the way it's working at the moment. So you want Resample turned on. At this point, hit OK. And now we want to do a Save As. So File, Save As. The reason for the Save As, if we did a save, it would just write over our master file to this smaller file size, which we don't want. So in here, we're going to change the file name. We're going to add an underscore and add 2048. I like to keep the original file name and then add 2048. I know that that's my smaller size. I'm going to come down here to Photoshop or Format, and I'm going to change it from Photoshop to JPEG. I'm going to add a new folder, and I'm going to call this new folder FB 2048 so that I know where my file is going. Create. There it is. And notice it's got my new file name with a JPEG at the end. It's going to go into this folder. I hit Save. I want to look at my options here. We want to set the quality to 10. It's already set there. You do not need 12, the largest size. 10 gives you the same quality as 12 at half the size. You want baseline optimized, so you're all good here. It should just be set to those defaults, and hit OK. Now I'm ready to post this image to Facebook. Let's look at another image. This one also is its master size, but sometimes I like to make my life a little simpler. I don't want to have to go through all those steps. I might want to create an action, something that you do over and over and over again. So to create an action, you need to go to your Actions button and click it. If you don't have your Actions button open or available to you, come up here to Window and just make sure, just click on Actions, and you can see that it's got a check mark by it, so we know that it's active. Okay, so I got a lot of stuff in here in my actions, which we don't need. So I'm going to come down here to the very bottom of the Actions palette, and I'm going to come over here to where it says Create New Action. It looks like the new little page. And when I click on this, it's going to let me name it. So I'm going to call this one Vertical 2048. And I'll put a little space in there. Oh, no, I'm not. VER. Okay, that looks good. Now, once I hit record, every single thing I do is going to be recorded. So here we go. Record. Exact same thing we did a minute ago. Up to image size. This time, the height is what I want to adjust. So I'm going to take this to 72, this being the resolution. And now the height, 2048. And I'm going to hit OK. And I'm going to end my action. I'm going to come back down here to the bottom, and it's going to stop playing or stop recording. There we go. Now I can do the Save As. I don't like to add the Save As into the action. Some people do. You may want to. I don't like to, only because I've had things go wrong, and it's always horrible when that happens. So I'd rather just make sure that I'm in control of where I'm saving things to, because it will save to a specific place. So now I can just do Shift-Command-S. I'm going to save it once again with the 2048 at the end. And I'm going to save it to my folder, wherever it is in here. And then I'm going to hit, oh, got to change this to JPEG. So double check, 2048 JPEG, save. There's our other one. 10 again, looking good. Now, let's go open another photograph. Because I just did a vertical, I'm going to do this bicycle. Open the bicycle. Here it is. To play this now, I just click on vertical 2048 and I hit the play button. And it's resized. And then I'll go through the save as.